got another video for y'all. I'm running basically the same team as my last video, except I made one minor change. I'm trying out Frieza from Dragon Ball Super. Now the reason I'm trying him out is because he can transform into Golden Frieza, and he's just a little bit stronger than how 100% Forms Frieza is. Like, it's not by much, because I think the difference is 1 DP cost, 100% is 7, and Golden Frieza's 8. But I decided maybe that little bit is enough of a change to help me out a bit more. Like, although he is like basically the same character, it's just a little bit of getting used to because the moves are very different. Like, just off of the base forms of Frieza, they both have Death Beam, but the Namek saga has a Barrage Death Beam, and I find myself, if you miss or even if you hit, it's just very easy for someone to vanish it, and you just stay open for a lot longer. And with Frieza from Super, he's got a very similar Death Beam to King Cold, where it's like one powerful beam and then that's it. You can get back to fighting easy. And they both have rush attacks. I kind of prefer the Namek Saga one more, but Frieza from Super has an unblockable rush attack, so it costs a little bit more, but it's sometimes worth it. Now, just to mention something about this fight, dude was actually working me with Trunks. I don't know why he switched, but just him doing that gave me that opportunity to make a comeback. Like, the whole match really just goes in a complete 180 for me. Like, I really just start doing way better. Now, getting back to this Frieza comparison, when it comes to the transformations, like, you'll have access to 100% Form Frieza way sooner than you do Golden Frieza, and with that, it's just you get all the benefits of having 100% Form Frieza right then and there when you need it. You get your health boost, you get 2 unblockables, and you get your instant spark mode. Now with Golden Frieza, you get no unblockable moves, which, yeah, that's kind of a downside in and of itself, but he's like one of the very few forms of Frieza where you don't get Psychokinesis, which is just a terrible move at this point. I don't know if they're ever going to buff it, but it takes way too long to come out, and it's just a waste of skill points because people can easily get behind you. Even if you try and catch them off guard with it, it's not a problem for them to dodge it. And instead, you get Wild Sense, which, you know, really goes with the theme of my team. They all have that, and it's just really a powerful move, honestly. You get that, you get an instant spark mode, and you know, his speed is just really increased compared to any other forms of Frieza, so you get great combo potential out of it. So I guess it really just depends on though what you want. And other than that, like, the team's staying very consistent, very the same, so it's really just me putting in more time and getting better and better with the characters that are a mainstay in this team. For instance, with Tien, I'm noticing I'm getting a lot more value and use out of him. I'm getting stronger with his combos and combo strings and using his supers, mainly his Dodon Ray. Like, that move is getting me out of a lot of jams. Like, whenever you catch somebody off guard with it, or just catch them in general, knocks them all the way out, and they have to wait until they hit the ground before they can even recover or try and do anything against you. Also, before, like, I seen it was very difficult to even attempt to get the ultimate off on characters, but now it's seeming like I can understand when to use it and when to really do damage on people. Like, just today, I was able to catch at least 2 different people on team battles with it, and took out like 2 very powerful characters just off rip. And I was also using it to the point where it wasn't darn near killing my character, so I was able to swap out and let him recover a little bit of health so I can just use him later on in the fight. Now with Android 13, it's really just more of the same. Like, I'm learning different ways to conserve my ki and attack people when needed, but I don't know, it's just like a feeling when I use them. Like, I know what can and can't work at what situation. And right here, I'm gonna do my favorite thing, trying to bait him to rush towards me. And at that point, I was really thinking, oh, maybe he's just AFK, but clearly, he's not. And he really screws up this ultimate too. Like, you see he knocked me downward, so he's already at a disadvantage to try and hit me, and it just completely misses. Like, I don't know what happened. Just throw out my super here just to see if I can do anything with it, really. Just didn't want to waste my sparking all the way. So throughout this whole section, honestly, dude's just like, writing's on the wall. We know I'm gonna win, and it's just a matter of time at this point. You see, last character, so in here it's just, there's nothing he can do, honestly, so it's just GG's. Anyway, that's the end of the video, so like the video if you like the video, comment, subscribe, and peace.